This episode is dedicated to Minnie. Hello everyone and welcome back to My Thai Wife podcast. I'm Mike and sadly I'm still doing this without my lovely wife Sunari.
Hi, I'm Pim. Nice to see you again. Welcome back to My Thai Wife podcast.
How are you, Pim?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Always good.
Yeah, always good.
Always good. And we have a very special guest, very close friend of mine. Again, I don't know him for that long, but we became very good friends recently. And hello, John. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine.
Great to finally have you here.
Thank you
I waited for that
me.
for at least a few weeks.
Thank you for having me.
And I think it's going to be a very interesting and emotional podcast.
It certainly will be.
Yeah. But first, can we hear your journey? How you came to Pattaya? And
Yeah.
I know now you stay here
Yeah,
for 17 years.
How I come to Pattaya first time was 24 years ago.
Okay.
Me and my good friend Steve from England, once a year we used to go to a travel agent, see where we're going to go.
Yeah.
I just book up. We've been all around the world: Mexico, Barbados, Ibiza, everywhere. And
so all the main party cities.
Yeah, it was 24 years ago. Two friends of mine back in England come over to Thailand for the first time.
Okay.
They come back. We met up with them for a beer, and they said, "Get yourself to Thailand." And then that was it. So for 24 years, and in the last 14 months,
14? Oh, I thought it was 17 months.
14.
Okay.
14 months I've
a little bit more than a year.
decided to move to Pattaya.
Okay.
Oh.
And when the first time you came to Thailand, you went straight to Pattaya or first you...
I went straight to Pattaya.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're one of the smart guys.
Stayed in a hotel on Beach Road called the Montiel.
Okay. So you've come in here for a long time. Have you seen anything change through the years? I not mean how the city looks. I more mean about the attitude and...
No, it's all I find it all the same. Thai people are so friendly and welcoming.
Yeah, they are.
And
the food is great.
The Thai food is the best.
Yeah, as long as you can eat spicy food.
I can eat very spicy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think we need to do a competition one day, me and you.
Maybe. I think maybe you win.
I'm lose.
She will lose. She don't eat spicy at all.
No, I'm not.
No.
She's one of the broken Thais, you know.
Yeah.
Something went wrong in there and she cannot eat spicy. The other day we had some dinner and I knew she cannot eat spicy. So I ordered especially the somtam for me. A spicy isan somtam with the crab and the fermented fish. Yeah. And for her just some barbecue.
Yeah. Like, I just taste this little bite papaya salad.
Yeah.
So then I got spicy, so then stop.
And I was just eating it like a madman.
But I know you can't. I know you can do that. You can take spicy.
Thai lady not like spicy.
Yeah, but she likes spicy men. So.
That makes up for it.
Correct.
So, what made you decide to, okay, fuck it, I want to live here? Like, I know you're not a young man anymore, right? You are at your 50s, I guess?
59.
59. Okay, 60 soon. Yeah,
60 this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is why you said, fuck it, I want to...
I've wanted, because I was married to a Thai girl.
Okay.
I first met her the second year I come to Thailand.
Okay.
Well, I met her the first year, but only in a bar. Second year I come, we got together, and that was it. And
how many years you've been together? How many years you've been married to him?
7 years.
7 years. Okay,
7 years, because and then we got together. I back to England, back to Thailand.
She went to England as well?
In the end, we got her a visa. Went to Bangkok to the British Embassy, had an interview, and she come back to England on a 6-month visa. But within that 6 months, we got married. So and then she got the marriage visa, so she got permanent leave to remain in
and to
the
work
UK,
also, I guess,
and to work.
Yeah.
So for the first 6 months, she couldn't work.
Oh.
I had the same experience with my wife, so I know that.
As soon as she flew to England, she said, "John, I want." So she said, I want to go to college, learn more English.
Okay.
Because when I first met her, her English was that,
Yeah.
Hello.
Well, the people
just a
at home
little,
cannot see, but very, very, very.
So she
little
was
bit.
willing to go to college, learn, and then as soon as she got the visa to stay in England permanent, she got a job. I got her a job.
Okay.
And then
And you had
after 7 years,
you had children together?
No
children.
No,
Okay.
no children. No, she already had 2 children,
Okay.
boy and a girl. Yeah, and then we had a house built up near Udon Thani.
Okay.
Yeah.
And eventually you just decided.
Yeah, and then we just parted ways after 7 years.
Okay. Is she still in England?
She's, as far as I know, I have no contact with her now.
Was it a bad breakup?
No, not really. No.
It's like a separate and get life your life and my life and separate. That's it.
Yeah, you saw.
So you thought to yourself, okay, now I'm single, I'm going to make the same mistakes over again.
We can't do many mistakes in life. Yeah.
Okay.
And then when I decided to move out here, well, I wanted to move a few years ago, but I lost my mum 15, 16 years ago.
Okay.
And so I moved in with my dad. And I said to my family, I said, look, when Dad dies, I'm moving to Thailand. So that was be 4 years ago this year. My dad passed away.
Okay. How old was he?
88.
Okay, that's a good
88.
That's a good age.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you just said you waited 2 years and then...
I waited 2 years and then...
Okay.
So, because we sold the house and everything.
But you still kept on coming here every year?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, still kept coming over. Yeah.
For like your holiday?
I'd come over for 3 weeks.
Oh,
yeah.
3 weeks?
Normally 3 weeks in like April and then again in October.
Okay.
I see. So like
3 weeks is a good amount of time. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not too much that you feel like overwhelmed, and it's not
too short.
Yeah, too short that you feel I haven't did all I wanted. 3 weeks it's the sweet spot I feel.
Yeah. It's a pretty good holiday.
Yeah, sometimes 2 weeks because I've been over here for 2 weeks before, and I think I could do with another week.
Yeah, it's not enough. It's not good enough.
And then before you come over for say a month, and then you think that's getting too much now because you're out every night.
Yeah,
I see.
And I know I asked this before, but of course, many things have changed in Pattaya and Thailand in the recent 20 years. One of the things that changed is the prices, right? So I guess 24 years ago, you used to bring only, let's say, £1,000, and just give an example, and now you have to bring double the
20-something years ago, when I first came here, I was getting 80 baht to £1.
Okay, now it's 44.
44.
Yeah,
so half.
Almost half.
So nearly almost half.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I remember that many expats, when it went below 5, they were raging.
So
it's hard for them.
I hear before, is this if who had a boyfriend from another country, like a foreign man, then they gotta look very, very rich. Because for
the rate was very
the rate
was better,
and they make how easy and big one.
I say my house I had built up near Udon that cost me about £13,000, 20 years ago, or 20, 21, 22
and I guess it's a proper house,
it's 4 bedrooms, 2 en suite, 2
with the land, with everything.
No,
she owned the land?
My old wife already had the land. What her uncle gave to her. So lucky enough, we didn't have to buy the land.
Okay. And well, I met you at our mutual friend's bar, which I cannot say his name due to his request. But we are talking about Delirious Bar, which is a very known, if not the most known ladyboy bar
certainly
Pattaya.
is. Certainly is.
So when you started to like ladyboys,
it would be 8 years ago.
Okay.
I was staying down Suite 8 in a hotel in Suite 8. Anyway, me and my friend, we come out of the hotel to go to a bar down Beach Road. And when we walked out, there was a girl pulled up on a motorbike.
Which hotel? The Flipper Lodge?
Yes.
Yeah, of course, the Flipper Lodge. Of course,
anyway,
the Flipper Lodge.
There was a bar opposite called the Beehive Bar, which is not there no more. It's been knocked down. We come out of there, and a girl was just parking her motorbike up. And she said, "Oh, you want a taxi?" I went, No, we're just going to a bar down here. And then we get to the bar. I said to my friend, "What a beautiful lady." I said, "We'll have a few drinks here and we go back to that bar."
Okay.
And that was it. And I didn't realise that
she was a lady.
And then, because we only had a little interaction for a minute as we were
can I know how look beauty from ladyboy that time with now, how different?
Oh, that's a good question. If the style changed.
Yeah. Like at that time, is it have a lot of feminine more than this time? Or
now a lot prettier.
Because of the surgeries?
I think because of surgery.
Yeah.
Surgery and stuff, yes.
Okay. Because as she said before, it was more like feminine boys, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Like, I don't want to say femboys because it's cringe, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, certainly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
And now everyone just get their tits.
That was it. I spent the rest of my holiday with her.
Had you have any thoughts about what am I doing? Or it was just natural for you? You liked her, you don't care. She's a person. Yeah. Okay. I think that's the way to look at it, right?
Yeah.
It's a person. It doesn't mean anything about you or about her. Okay. And the next time you just said, no more woman?
Yeah. Like that, how long do you spend time with her?
The rest of the holiday?
Rest of the holiday.
Yeah, rest of the holiday.
I flew back home, and then I think the next year I come out, we still contacted, ring each other every day, and I went back. We went up to Surin. She was from Surin, so we went up to see her family for a week, and then come back to Pattaya for a week. I flew back home, and then later on that year, come back over here, borrowed a brother's car. We drove to Surin, spent time with the family.
Okay,
it's like close together, like a family.
But not you've not been like in a relationship with her, like boyfriend and girlfriend, right?
Yeah, we were.
You were?
Okay.
Yeah.
And how like your friends reacted to that, or they don't give a fuck?
No, they don't. No. To be honest with you, I used to get a bit of banter, not nastily, because.
Yeah, but now in Pattaya it's so open. No one really cares about anything anymore.
No.
Like the other day we just went to the same bar, Delirious, and there were like two guys like talking between them who love cock more, Oh, I love it. I want to get it down my throat. No, I want to get it up my ass, And just 260 or even older year-old guys just competing each other who likes cock more. So, no one really gives a fuck.
Who can use cock like with many stuff, like with mouth, ass, or whatever.
Yeah.
Competition.
Or our friend Guillaume, for example, every time that he come to the bar, he just to ladyboys and he just pretending to suck both of their cocks, Yeah, that's what's fun about it, I think.
Yeah.
Also, I spoke about it before, but I found for myself that even if you're not into ladyboys, right? Ladyboys bar are much more fun than girly bars.
I've got friends I drink with down the bar just down here. They're not into ladyboys, but they say to me, "John, are you going out tonight?" I say, "Yeah, I'm going to my friend bar, ladyboy bar." "Oh, we come," and they love it.
Yeah.
Even though they're not into ladyboys, but they just like
The environment.
The environment.
Yeah. I think it's much more lively. It's much more funny.
It is.
Do you agree? Have you went to like girly bars and saw the difference?
Yeah. I can say it's just totally differently. Like for lady, they are much care about customer.
So more money oriented.
For money, yeah.
Money
like,
oriented.
And
Okay.
for ladyboy, it's just like I'm being there and much. They are doesn't only for money. When like ladyboy,
They are also enjoying themselves.
yeah, also enjoy because we are have same similar personal like ladyboy with ladyboy, and we talk each other. It's just like doesn't about money, but much more about
having fun.
Yeah, have fun chatting and like that. So I can say it's different from the way now. Yeah, but some place, it's just like some lady be friend is easy, but not many place. Yeah, like.
I agree with that. Yeah, it's more money oriented.
I find you go in a lady bar, and it's just I don't know, boring to me.
Depends on the bar. Depends on the bar. Some bars are good, but most of them is just the same thing.
Yeah.
And if you go to ladyboy bars, every bar is so different and so different characters there. You know.
Yeah, different style.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. I think this is part of the fun. And by the way, we sit there almost every day at that bar, right?
Yes.
And as you said before, many people that even are not into ladyboys are coming just for the experience, just to sit, have a fun, because the ladyboys are shouting and smacking each other. You know, it's funny.
It is like something happened with nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. It's nonsense.
But it's just fun.
Yeah, I agree.
So how about like when you come up to the bar, ladyboy bar. And then what is it for you? Is this very funny?
He likes cock. Yeah.
No, I mean like
for the cock.
how ladyboy begging to you and then make you feel like they are so nice.
Make you so welcome.
Yeah.
So welcome.
Most of them,
yeah.
So can say like ladyboy, the most ladyboy they are friendly.
Yeah. Of course.
Yes.
Good. Because like for me, I'm ladyboy. I know how I am, but for other, I know it's not about sexual, but it's about personal. It depends on personal. Yeah. So I'm not saying I can say I'm not saying many ladyboy, but
because you have different personality.
Yeah, different personal. So about you guys, you know like being many bar, many you see many people. So that's
she wants to know if you met someone special as hell. This is what she's asking.
Yeah, like like who pretty like what is about they are act like with you guys, but before 20 years before.
Oh, you think there was a difference? I don't think there was much difference. Ladyboys were always ladyboys. I think it was just a little bit more close back then.
It was very. Yes, there wasn't. Obviously, Soy Bocao has hit it off.
Yeah,
but I think that Soy Bocao obviously was there, but I don't think so many bars or
no. It's in the recent 10 years.
Very few ladyboy bars back then. I
know the old ones. The famous old one was La Bamba in Soy 13.
13-1, yes.
Yeah, 13-1,
and
sorry.
The house bar.
Okay.
That's where I met Minnie.
Okay. Which we'll speak about her shortly. Yeah. And, I think, well, I'm not sure about it, but I had friends that used to go to Ladyboys bar a few years ago. I'm talking 10 or more, and there used to be a stigma against ladyboys that they are stealing money, that they are taking drugs, that they are attacking people, and there are still some stories that you hear about it just because the media like to exaggerate everything, right? But there used to be a stigma against ladyboys before. Do you remember that?
I can't be honest with you. I can't remember.
You know what stories I'm talking about?
I can't remember.
So what's
That people said that ladyboys used to rip off people.
I know a lot,
yeah.
like on Beach Road, what they call Coconut Alley.
Yeah.
Who work there. I've heard lots of stories that they take a ladyboy or even a lady back to their room or go back to the ladies' room. And
they would just drag them and steal everything.
Yes. Or
have you had
mainly
any
they would
experience
go back
like
to the man's room. Of course, the man had fall asleep. Oh, thank you.
Taking
Go,
everything
and then what can you do? You can't.
But
you go to the police.
Yeah, but
what would you do with a lady there?
Do you aware that there are still some hotels that don't let ladyboys inside, and some clubs, especially one club that we are talking against, Juju, that will not let ladyboys anymore inside.
I've not been in there since because back last year. Yeah, was it last year?
Last year,
they done
year,
exactly the same thing for about a month, 2 months, and then suddenly they started letting ladyboys back in there. But now they.
We decided as a group.
Now I haven't set foot in the place.
Yeah, we decided as a group we are not showing there anymore.
No.
I think it's not fair. It's not fair for us, the customers. It's not fair for the ladyboys themselves.
No. And then when they said stop ladyboys, saying, oh, a ladyboy can go in with a customer.
Yeah.
I remember I went in. I was going there one night from Delirious, and a ladyboy in there said, "Oh, John, can I come with you to get into the club?" I said, "No problem. I've known her a long time." We get up to the door. He searches me. Says, "You're not coming in." I said, "She's with me." No, she's not coming in.
Really? Even with customers?
Even with me.
So now, like that? Okay.
Would not let her in.
Yeah, but the nightclubs always had some nightclubs that were like that, but there are still hotels that don't let ladyboys in.
Yes.
And
so,
some of them actually proud of that.
Yeah, and there was some hotel, when you went back, took a lady back, they would charge you.
Okay.
You would have to pay for a lady to go to.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that for
a long time.
Yeah. Now every time they know you have one friend, you can bring in. And
So as is because before it just had many how to say you had experience with the ladyboys, steal money, something like that.
Anything like bad happened to you with ladyboys before? Like you've been dragged or robbed or something?
No,
never.
No.
Because
nothing.
I hear for me on this time, I hear some about guy steal ladyboy or lady also. I had.
What do you mean? A guy steal from them?
I had I gonna say I had one time. It's okay, so that time is this from the bar for I can call a short time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my pocket is just have 2005.
Wait, let me understand. You go to Showtime with a guy.
Yeah.
And you have money in your pocket.
Yeah, in my pocket is 2005. And then I had time and for sleep, for take a nap. Then I wake up, I look at my pocket, it had 1,000. Yeah, but that guy gave me for 1,005. And I feel like they doesn't steal, but they,
They didn't pay you.
Yeah, did not pay me.
It's still a steal.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's still a steal, right?
Yeah,
they stole your money and they paid you with your own money.
Yeah.
What you did about that?
So I did not do that because I'm just short time and had to get rushed to go back to the bar.
Yeah.
And then I just realized he not pay for me. He just take my money.
Yeah.
Next time something like this happened, tell John. He used to be a hitman. He just drag the guy and kill him.
Yeah, but for now, no more.
It was only three days ago. My good friend I drink with down the bar here, he went to a bar near Walking Street. Went to see a lady he knows, been with her many times before. 3 days ago, we take her back to his place, his room. He fell asleep. And he went to the bathroom. He obviously done what he done. He went to the bathroom.
So he didn't wake her up.
Went to the bathroom, come back, and she said, "Oh, I'm going to go now." And he thought, "Oh, she hasn't asked for no money." Right? So he goes to bed, he goes to sleep, wakes up in the morning, goes to his bag, looks at his wallet, 2,500 baht been taken. And he thought, "Oh, that wasn't free then."
Yeah.
She literally helped herself and went.
Yeah.
And that was only 3 days ago.
Yeah, but I rarely, okay, I will rephrase it. I heard many stories, okay? But I don't know anyone that happened to him, stuff like that. I don't know anyone that had problem with ladyboys or ladies. This is the first time I know, it's still not first hand, right? It's third hand that a story that something like that happened.
Yeah.
But normally it's very rare. It's very safe here in general. As long as you're not being stupid, nothing wrong will happen to you.
I mean, he's seen her.
I'm not saying he was stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he was stupid.
He's seen her again. I had a word with her and said, "Look, you took."
And she agreed. She said,
and he made her, in front of her friends, made her look a bit like that,
Oh, they can be raging sometimes.
He made it known that she had taken, even her friends made it known to her friends that she'd just taken it.
But as I said, it's fucked up. I agree, but it's happens on it's very rare for something like that to happen.
Yeah.
Most of the girls, you girls and ladyboys, it doesn't matter. You decided on the price beforehand.
Yeah.
They know how much she get.
Yeah.
Everything is already settled. You know what you are going to do, not going to do, and that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
And also, no one steals phones anymore and stuff like that because it's very easy to track, right? So
yes.
Money is just
just money.
dangerous.
Yeah.
So back to about your life is your girlfriend, ladyboy girlfriend. And get back. I want to know how long with ladyboy?
Oh, the first ladyboy.
Yeah,
you
the
met.
first ladyboy you met.
Yeah, how long you stayed with her?
Maybe about a year and a half we was together, something like that.
And then it fade off. Right?
Yeah.
This happens sometimes.
Yeah.
It's not even breakup, it just getting far from each other.
Because obviously I was living back in the UK, she's over here working, and it just got...
Are you the jealous type? Are you the jealous type when you are back home and she's here and you know what she's working at?
At first, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I was always thinking, right, she's working. Yeah, she's going to be with another man. She's going to be...
with many other men.
Many.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking...
Yeah, I understand that feeling.
I try and ring her up and she wouldn't answer. And I feel she's with a man, But
how did you work it out yourself to decide to, I will not give a fuck anymore?
Yeah.
You just one day woke up and said, that's it, I'm not thinking about it?
You can't,
That's the role, that's the job.
Just can't. I used to, but not now. Many years ago.
I think it's part of getting the sense of the game in Pattaya. The game is they're walking. You want them to stop walking, you have to pay. You not pay.
But I think even if you buy a girl, a ladyboy out of the bar, unless you live here and she's living with you, if you're living back in your own country,
Well,
You
all know.
You don't know what she's doing. You'll pay, I don't know, to buy them at the bar.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
I don't know, 10,000, 50, 20,000 baht.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go home. And then you've still got to send sort of like 20,000 baht, 30,000 baht a month.
I will not say who, but I know guys, and you know some guys also, that even they are staying in Thailand and they brought the girl out, the girl is still fucking around.
Of course.
For that, I'm gonna say I'm not in the way like that, but I know who did fucking around when he had boyfriend. Okay.
When he's here.
When he's
back home or here?
Back home.
Okay.
But for me, I think that is not really nice to do. If you were with someone for being like a girlfriend or boyfriend, I'm totally think about this. It's not nice to do if I have boyfriend and I'm with men around. So that is not nice. If it's depends on like you have to trust in each other, but if like you trust in her, but her did that, so totally it's just right to
I
finish.
agree, but there is one point we are missing, and that point is that when you take a girl out of the bar, right, and you even pay her money, you go back home. She's working in the bar before. She was in a party mode, right? Party, getting money, drinking, getting drunk, sometimes even doing drugs. And then when you take them out of the bar, it's boring for them, for some of them. And it gets really, really boring for them. Because what do you ask them? Okay, go back home to your hometown.
Yep.
That's boring. Yeah. Or stay in Pattaya. That's boring also if you're not working. So how can you expect her not to do stuff like that? And when people get drunk, they get horny. Or you know how it works. We all know how it works.
So like, it's just very important to make sure like who's a real person.
Of course, in every aspect of your life, when you choose a partner, you have to make sure it's the right partner.
It's like I always say to my friends, you can take the lady out of the bar, but you'll never take the bar out of the lady.
I hate this phrase. I think it's bullshit. Because. And I explain why. Most of the ladies and ladyboys that walk the bars don't really want to walk the bars. No one wants to be a prostitute. No one wants, everyone wants to have better life.
Of course.
When you say the bar, you don't mean the fucking part. You mean the mentality of party girl, right?
Yeah.
That's what you meant.
Yeah.
But we are all... even the guys that come here are party guys, Can someone hold you down and tell you, John, don't party anymore? No, you say, I'm doing whatever I want. No one can get the bar out of John also.
No.
No. So it goes both ways, you know what I mean? I don't like this phrase, because this phrase people can think that it means that all of them are whores in a whole state of mind, and it's bullshit. It's not that. I bet if you ask 100 random girls or ladyboys that walk the bars, do you really want to work here? 99 of them will say no.
Yeah,
of course not.
But it's have some really want to be in the bar,
Be in the bar, but to fuck for money? No one want to really do that.
Yeah, no one really wants to do that, but...
You will prefer just to get money free. I need to fuck for it, right?
Right. If he doesn't work, so he doesn't get money.
So this phrase is a bit problematic. But at the beginning of the episode, and now it's the serious part, okay? Everyone get ready. At the beginning of the episode, I said this episode is dedicated to Minnie. Minnie was your ex-girlfriend, right? She was a ladyboy. Can you tell us about her first, how you met and the whole progression of that?
It was one night, I walked along Beach Road. Okay. I come up to Soi 13-1. I thought, I'll check up. I'll go up and I go to the Avenue?
The Avenue, okay.
To go and get some coffee.
Yeah.
So I walked up 13-1, I come up, La Bamba Bar.
Of course, La Bamba Bar.
Look up, they was outside. One said, come on. I said, look, I'm just going up to here to
grab something to eat.
Get some coffee.
Yeah.
So I left. I said, I'll maybe come back later. Go up. And then that was on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, there was a place called The House. Ladyboys outside. Oh, come on in. And I see Minnie.
How many years ago was that? Sorry?
That would have been six years ago.
Okay.
Something
so
like
around
that.
2020, just before COVID.
Yeah. No, it might have been it might have been longer than that.
Okay.
7, yeah, maybe
7, 8 around.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I didn't know. I just had a chat. I said, look, I'm going to go up here. I'll come back. I thought, so I went up, coffee. I thought, I'm going to go back to that bar.
To the house bar.
To the house bar.
Okay.
I went back there and she was still there. So I went in and that was it from there. We got together. He spent the rest of the holiday with me. I flew back home.
How was her English? Good? She had good English?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
It was good.
Because sometimes the communication
enough to get by.
Okay.
And then I flew back home. She carried on working. I come back. She worked in the bar. Still in the same bar.
You met her family?
And then obviously spent the holiday with her. I flew back home, come back. I said, look, you still want to work in the bar? And she went, oh, no, not really. And I said, well, we'll sort something out when I get back. Anyway, I said to her, when I got back to England, I said, look, don't work the bar, or you can work, but work behind the bar, don't go with customers. She said, okay, I not go with customers. So she carried on working behind the bar.
I guess you had to pay.
A cashier, yeah.
You had to pay to help her out.
Yeah. And then I come back to Thailand. We went up to Kalasin, met her family, stayed with her family.
Okay.
And that, yeah.
So
and that was it. And we was together for 2 years. Must have been 2 years, 3 years.
Exclusively.
And then we split up.
Okay.
We split up. And that was it. Well, we never got back together, but I was still calling her. We still speaking on the telephone and that, but we wasn't together. But she still stayed up in the village.
She never came back to Pattaya?
No, she never ever come back to Pattaya.
Okay.
And then that was it. And then three years ago, I was in a hotel in Soy Bokal. Just laid on my bed watching TV. I get a message come through from her best friend. Minnie gone. I went, what, Minnie gone? So I call her. I said, B, what's happened? He said, Minnie was with me last night. We was having a drink. And we finished drinking. She got up, said, she always called her friend Mum. She said, Mum, thank you for everything you've done. Went home and hung herself. Committed suicide.
How her did that? Sorry.
She hang herself.
Hang with them.
With the rope.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She hanged herself.
That is why I got a picture. Me and her pictures on my phone, and that will not go off. That is
your memorial for her.
Yes.
I get that. And it's a terrible thing. Have you tried to understand what happened? What made her come to this decision?
No, even her friend didn't have no clue. Because they was drinking together. They was having a few beers at her house.
Like just have fun.
And it must have been I mean, if she had said that to me, I'd have thought, thank you for everything you've done. I would have been thinking then,
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Thank you for everything you've done. And then she went home and
That's terrible.
And that was it. And then obviously I was still in Thailand, and for 3-4 days I didn't want to know anybody. I just went out to a bar and I would drink and drink and drink until I was
completely pissed.
Yeah. And even now, when her friend goes back to the village, she will go to her mum and dad's house. She would video call me. And I would see her mum and dad. Her mum would start crying. I would start crying. She couldn't speak no English, so we used to have to translate.
You both love the same person, so...
And, and I think next year I should go up to Calasin for the memorial.
They do that after 4 years, right?
Is it 4 years or 5?
Yeah,
Is it 4 years? 5?
I thought it's about like 5, I think it's 4 or 5 like that.
After 5 years.
I think it might be 5. I'm sure it might be 5.
Yeah, but you can go anyway.
So
you don't have to go to the special event.
I'll go up with a friend, and it will be very emotional.
It will be, but I think it can also be very releasing sometimes to go there and to know that you keep the good things, the good memories, and you still let her memory live on with you, with the picture, with this podcast, with you explaining and talking about it.
I helped her family out with the funeral. I sent them money.
Yeah.
I said, look, you not pay for nothing. I'm sending you the money for everything, for the...
Which is admirable in my opinion.
For everything, Because even though we weren't together, I still loved her.
Of course.
So, I kind of like that time. How long you're separate with her, and then how long?
It was only probably only about a year.
Year after you separated.
About a year. Okay. Yeah, it's only about a year.
And after a year, so then happened,
Yeah, and then.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, it's a terrible story, but we all know that, and this is something that, this is the reason I wanted to do this episode, because no one is ever talking about the suicide rates of ladyboys, especially in Pattaya. And it's crazy.
It is crazy. Yeah.
So I did some research, right? And I there is no definite number, okay? There is no definite number for that, but I did a research.
And you find this normally...
So I will tell you.
The older ladyboys.
So it's like that. 27%.
Yeah.
Between 21 and 27% of the ladyboys in Pattaya reported that they tried to commit suicide. Okay, so we are already talking 1 in 4. Okay, now the numbers say that somewhere between 16 and 7% of them were successful. Now these numbers are true to 2019, so it might went down or might went up. Only 10% of them got any mental health, like consolation and stuff like that. No one is helping them, not because they are ladyboys, because in Thailand, well, all the psychologists and psychiatrists, the Thais don't really believe in that. They don't really go to see a psychologist or psychiatrist. And like that. So this is in Thailand. In the US, they say that it's 40% suicide attempts reported by the community, not by the hospitals. So it might be a lower number because some people. I'm not saying that. Okay, I will not say that because it's horrible, but not everyone that said that he tried to commit suicide really did it. Sometimes they do it, say it for other reasons. Now, by the way, in the Asian region, Thailand have the most suicide rate of all the other nations here. It's in 2019. It's not only ladyboys. It was 6.64. Okay, of the percent, right? But we are talking about from 100,000 people under the age of 30. 6.64. It's crazy. It's crazy numbers. Okay, and the last information I got that there is a suicide attempt in Thailand every 10 minutes. Now, this is not only for ladyboys, but the ladyboys numbers are much higher. They are more double than the rest of the other communities.
Yeah.
And I want to know, Pim, because you are a ladyboy and you know many ladyboys, why you think many ladyboys have suicide thoughts and maybe try sometime to do something about it?
Oh, this is so. I gonna say in the way I had, and I probably want to do that before, want to finish my life, because you know, when we begin, it's very hard to let everyone trust in us about like you're gonna be a good adult in this world, or in the way like good for communities.
Okay.
So it's just like you are ladyboys and you know you're like a man, but it's a way like you know in the future you doesn't have any children, or
you can adopt if you want.
But you know like that is the use of
I'm
money.
a big believer in adoption.
But the use of money also, you know, like for have baby, let ladies make baby for you. Like take your sperm and let them take care of baby for us, and then but it's use money a lot. You know? It's like, you know, your life it's just about like for ladyboy is important about lovers and about happiness, because we know in
but it's very general. Everyone care about their love life and happiness. I think there is something more deeply rooted that causes more ladyboys to try at least to commit suicide, because online I read another fact that was interesting, that almost 40% of the successful suicides were because the ladyboys discovered they have HIV. 40%. It's crazy. So that's also part of that.
I'm gonna say about, you know, before they are called ladyboys like a lover loser. It's about like I'm not just about like ladyboy with fun out, you know. Some ladyboy Thai ladyboy like Thai man like
most of them black Thai men, Asian.
It's just about like the love is not complicated, like not going well. They lose feelings.
So you think many ladyboys don't get into serious relationship because they are ladyboys, so maybe men don't take them seriously?
Seriously, the most they doesn't make open relationship. And that is just a hurt to ladyboy, because like they always be the last choice for love. You know, like gay with gay, it's just okay because the gay is like
the gay only like men and the gay only like men.
Ladies, lesbian, and men with women. But about ladyboy, you know what I mean?
So it cannot be a gay man because gay men like men.
So
it have to be somewhere between straight and gay that can be with a ladyboy. So it's already a narrow option, right?
It's like
and many people consider ladyboy as fetish, not as people. Do you know that? That many people look at ladyboys and they say, "Oh, that's my fetish." They don't see a person in front of them. That's also a problem.
I see it's like it depends on person also. If they have positive vibe in their life, they're not gonna do like that. But I have like bad vibe before. I'm not gonna talking about that, but it's just easy to happen if you're very hurt in that part and you doesn't know what is gonna going on next. The last shot is like
normally more young people commit suicide. I think it's due to the fact that young people tend to think that everything is so dramatic. Like I had a breakup with this boyfriend. Oh, my life ends now. You know. And when you get a bit older, you take things not less seriously, but you know how to cut the edge of things.
So I wanna know that about ladyboy. Is ladyboy girlfriend?
Minnie. Her name was Minnie.
Okay, sorry, Minnie. Your is you're the first love for her, or
like real boyfriend? Have she had real boyfriends before?
No, she hadn't.
No.
No.
You were her first
Your
serious
Yeah,
boyfriend.
I would say.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so
Because she'd always worked in the bar.
So I'm gonna say that is pretty make me sure about that's why her finish her life.
I don't think it's because of that. I think because other reason they decided to finish.
Yeah,
you don't know what's going on when she went in the village.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna say it's your fault.
Of course, it's not his fault.
No, but yeah, it's like
no, because we were still
talking sometimes.
Still talking. Yeah. I was still helping her, sending her a little bit of money each month.
And you still had a lot of love in your heart for her.
Yeah, because she'd ring me or call me, video call me. Oh, John, look, can you send me £50 or £3,000 a month? I say, Minnie, yeah, no problem. No problem.
When
I know she wanted them. I don't know what she was doing, whether she was drinking too much, whether she was taking it,
was she
anything.
Was she a drinker? You knew her as one that drink.
No, we'd go out to a bar and she's
She's not like our mutual friends, right?
No.
Okay.
No, nothing like that. But I don't know, because when I wasn't in the village, I don't know, she was seeing her friends.
Okay.
Maybe every day they go and drink. I don't know.
I think the exact reason doesn't matter. It's matter more that us as a community, I'm not talking any specific community, I mean as a human community. Yeah. Sometimes we don't see the signs, and sometimes we even push people towards that, and it's horrible because sometimes something very small will make people not do that, like the right word at the right time, or a hug. Just a simple hug when you see your friend that's a bit down, and you say, "Hey, you okay? Everything is okay? What happened? Can you tell me?" That can solve anything. But we, as a society, we fucked up. We are so self-centered, and we only look at ourselves. We cannot see other people anymore, and that's a shame because this is the guilt. The guilt for almost all the suicides that happen is our guilt as a community. It doesn't supposed to be like that. We are supposed to be a safety net for the people that on the verge of losing hope or stuff like that.
So
that's like I've had friends back in the UK who have gone out and committed suicide. And I think, why didn't you talk?
Yeah.
Thing is, with us men, we don't like to talk about it. We don't like to, if you're feeling down, or you just keep quiet.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. That's why there's a big suicide rate for men back in the UK or all around the world.
All around the world, men commit more suicide.
Because men don't want to talk to someone about it.
Have you seen I forgot his name, I don't know where he's from, but he has British or Irish accent, I don't know. The MMA fighter, Pindel, you know who I'm talking about, with the blonde hair that goes like that? Do you follow MMA?
Yes.
You know who I'm talking about?
No, Paddy the Baddy from Liverpool.
Yeah, have you seen what he talked about men's health?
Yes, because his best friend.
It was one of the best speeches I ever heard into a mental health. When you are feeling bad, look for help. Yeah. Find your best friend. Yeah. Find someone that you can trust and tell him, "Listen, buddy, I'm feeling down. I need your help."
Best friend who went and done it.
Yeah, and that was an amazing speech.
He didn't know because his friend didn't talk to him.
And sometimes you just need one word. Yeah. And we as a good friends, and we that as a society need to be very aware to those moments when people ask sincerely, "Hey, buddy, I need you there now. Can you come stay with me? Can you, let's go, I want to grab a beer. Can you come with me, please?" Yeah. Sometimes they will not say it's hard for them. They just need the company. Just to let something out of their soul,
I gotta say about Minnie.
Okay.
In the way, like, that time, her just, finished drink with friend, and then like that.
Yeah, she sat with her best friend. She finished drinking. She went
And
home.
you help her also. So I can say in a way like you have everything, but look on that like it doesn't make her happy. You know, like it's everything you have.
Yeah.
But in your mind, your opinion, you think that is not your happiness. But for other people see it's good to happen to you, but you think I'm.
Yeah, but everyone consider happiness as a different thing.
Yeah,
For example, he might consider stuff that make him happy by winning a dart competition.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just, or for people that don't have legs or whatever, it's just, I was able to go to the bathroom by myself.
Yeah.
You know, happiness is very different.
Yeah.
So about her, I think maybe he just need to, stay, tired and need to not be in this life.
But
and
it's very hard.
I mean, she must have known. Well, she knew she was going to go and do it. That's why she said goodbye to her best friend. So she knew she was going to go home and do it.
Yeah,
but she might. Listen, we are not. I don't really want to dive into the reasons of her suicide because it's her suicide, it's her thing, and it's not ours to discover even. Right? But I do think, and I want this conversation to be more around how we can help people in this situation, and especially about. And this is why I think your input is very important, Pim, about why it's more common in the ladyboy community. Why they are committing more suicide? Is it drug related? Is it disease related, like HIV? Is it money related, or is it love related, as you said before?
So I'm gonna say to not only ladyboy, but to people, everyone who hear this podcast, and I need to share to your friend, who you love, family or whatever. Please do not give up in your life. Keep going. Yeah, do on your own way, and keep going your journey, because you doesn't know, maybe your life in one day gonna be successful for you, and you're gonna like, I did it. I make my life, be in what you think, then you get. I gonna say, if keep going and
ask for help. This is the most important. Ask for help. If you're feeling down, go to someone that you trust, someone that you love, someone that you know that love you back, and just say to them, "Hey, buddy. Hey, sister. Hey, brother. It doesn't matter. I need you now. I need you to be with me because I'm about to do something that I'm not sure I'm happy with, and I need a hug. I need a friend. I need to take a load of my soul. I need to take." I need to scream. Sometimes I need to fucking scream as loud as I can, and I want someone to hear me scream.
And please, people, being human, like if someone need help, you just help. Just help them. Just help and do your best.
Doesn't cost nothing to ask for help.
Cause
doesn't cost nothing.
No. Because you help someone, it doesn't cost anything. Just be happy. Make people be happy.
John, in your opinion, what do you think? Not about her, not about Minnie. We are talking in general. What do you think that? Why do you think that that community suffer more from suicide attempts? I know it's hard to guess, but
like you say, HIV.
Okay. But it's so treatable right now, You just take one tablet every day.
Now it is. I take PrEP every day.
Yeah,
I take
to avoid
PrEP
it.
every day.
Yeah, to avoid it. But even if someone got HIV, they still have just to take one tablet every day.
Yeah.
That's it.
Many years ago, that did not exist. Did it?
Yeah, there used to be the cocktails. You remember the 20 tablets?
You know.
Yeah.
So I know a few ladyboys who have.
I know ladyboys and ladies
passed away from it.
I know many that are sick right now, and it's okay. They just take one tablet every day, and they cannot even transmit it anymore to anyone.
No.
So it's HIV. You agree with that?
I think a lot is like you get a lot of older ladyboys because men just want the younger ones, so the older ones are being left out, and then they think, what's the point working? They go back to their village, they go back to wherever, and they think, I've got nothing, and then what do I want to be on this planet for? And then go on.
Yeah, but I don't think they wanted to be on the planet for people pay for them, right?
Oh, no.
So
of course,
it's something that they, and I'm not saying that they are stupid, but it's something that you have to plan ahead, right? What I will do when I'm 40, let's say as a ladyboy, and I'm start losing my hair and I'm not as attractive as before, right? What will I do then? So we know some ladyboys that are in their 50s. I will not name. I will not name her, but you know that she's a very successful business owner that owns several bars. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. And Soy 7 now. You know who I'm talking about. So she's very successful. She's been in the scene for many years, and there is no problem if you plan ahead. Right?
Yeah, it's just I want everyone, every ladyboy, please looking on. Like make them be like a role model for yourself, and make yourself keep going, get better. Like okay, this ladyboy, she successful with life, and and I one day I want to be like her, but. Yes, we cannot be the same.
Well, like her, you don't want to be because she sucked a lot of cocks to get where she came to. This one, but there are others that I know that are successful.
But we can share the way we can be like who you are role model, and it's a much more and better more than you doesn't have any hope. You know, like make hope. Better
give
than
hope.
Give hope doesn't cause anything, you know, and much more better than doesn't have any hope.
Do you also think it's love related, as she said? You think there is like a thing that sometimes they just feel, well, I will die alone, no one loves me, I cannot find my soulmate?
Yeah, maybe,
That's also a possibility. Okay. And I saw another research, and I don't know how connected it is, but I know that the ladyboy community, especially, there are more drug users in that community than any other community in Thailand. Okay, do you think that can maybe be part of it?
Yeah, maybe.
Because we are not talking about weed, right? We are talking about mind-altering drugs like ice, like yaba, which is fucking crazy to take. And it can alter your thinking. It can make you depressed sometimes. And for example, yaba, if people take yaba, they can sometimes not sleep 3 days, 4 days. They get crazy.
Even now, you go on Pattaya News. It's not just ladyboy or ladies. Like from Thailand, you get. From Russia, you get from Germany. And then,
but about those, it's a bit different.
That they've got.
Oh, you mean the drugged ones?
The drug. They can fly, so they jump in from a 13th, 4th.
You're right, but in Pattaya there is another thing, and you know, I think you know what I'm talking about. That some men come here at the late 50s, 60s, spend all their money, and when their money gone, they just commit suicide. This is also, it used to be a suicide city before for all foreigners.
Just be careful with your life. Like,
no, it's not about be careful. This is something else. Think about what they did. They came to Pattaya. They knew they had, let's say, I had $50,000. When this money finish, I will kill myself because I don't. And it's not one case or two cases. There used to be many cases like that. The people spend all the money and then kill themselves. This was their plan.
Yeah.
But this is something that I can, I will do that in quotes. I can respect more because it was planned and they did it because they don't want to work anymore. They felt that they are old enough to end it. Just please don't jump from buildings and hit someone else.
Yeah.
Find other ways to do that, right?
Yeah.
But this I can get. But young men, ladies, ladyboys, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This always just seek for help. And before I finish this episode, I want to, again, now I found it, I want to read the words that Paddy said. Paddy, the MMA fighter.
Yeah.
Because it's so amazing.
Yeah.
So he said, there is a stigma in the world that men can't talk. Listen, if you are a man and you've got weight on your shoulders and you think the only way you can solve it is by killing yourself, please speak to someone. Speak to anyone. I know I'd rather my mate cry on my shoulder than go to his funeral next week.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And this is, I think, summarize everything that we talked today. Just when you feel down, when you think you feel on the verge, just go and talk to someone. Anyone. It can be even a stranger. Sometimes even that it can help.
Yeah,
Of course.
If you're shy about those feelings, you can find a random stranger in a bar or whatever and just say, listen, buddy, I'm feeling down today. Can you have a drink with me?
Yeah.
Make friends.
That's it. Yeah.
And you get company.
Yeah.
Get company. From
That can change the whole state of mind. John, I want to thank you.
Yeah.
I think we can talk more and more about this subject, but I think I prefer to keep it very summarized because I don't want to go into I don't like the statistic and all this stuff. I brought it just to show how high it is. But as I said, it happens and it sucks that it happens and I wish it will not happen.
Yeah.
And that's it. And thank you, John, for being
Thank you so much.
And thank you for
much.
sharing your story because I know how emotional it's for you. And I love you, buddy, really. And I hope maybe on some other episode we can talk about more happy stuff.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me.
No problem. Pim, have anything to say?
Yeah. To listener, thank you so much for listening until now. I hope you guys get, something to use in your life
and share this podcast.
Share this podcast.
This episode especially.
Yeah, special one.
This share it around. I think maybe it can also help someone.
Yeah. And thank you, John, for sharing your experience, your stories.
Thank you.
I'm very proud about you can keep going in your life and it doesn't give up to find happiness.
No,
it
doesn't.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Again, thank you to our listeners. And this episode, I will not say the normal stuff that I say. So we just love you and thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.